Hello, folks. Back with more Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. It has been a very, very long time since I've played this game. I've been playing it on and off, juggling between it and Zenless Zone Zero, mostly on account of grinding for accolades, leveling up characters that I've had, and weapons too. And the new patch dropped, which delivered us a new operation level, Disruption, which seems to be another combo Tyrannid 1000 Sun level. The last one that was like this was Vox Liberatus, and that was with the base game. So, new level. And we also got the new, long delayed and awaited Tech Marine. And I can't tell you how long I've refrained from doing anything because I wanted to stream it fresh and new. However, I did look at some stuff, and some stuff I like. Other things I'm not sure about. In fact, I'm hearing a lot of mixed reception over the patch. For example, there wasn't really much added to the accolade reward table. It's just a new knife for whatever freaking reason, because we already have one right over here. So what was the point of that? They added a new skin for the fist. A new Deathwatch heavy bolt rifle, which I'm happy about because I like the heavy bolt rifle the most out of all of them. And it has a grenade launcher, so that's nice. And the new halberd axe for the Tech Marine. So that's all fine and dandy. Why they felt the need to add a second knife, I have no idea, when you have, I don't know, maybe you could have added a new weapon for, say, the axe, the regular axe, or the flamethrower. Instead, for whatever reason, they decided to just add another combat knife for whatever reason, and I don't know why they did that. Also, for whatever reason, the update wiped out all of my custom skins that I had in the Oh, they brought it back. Okay. Yeah, for whatever reason, when I logged into the game yesterday to see what came up, my skin updates were gone. Yeah, and that upset me, but it seems they've fixed that, so I'm happy about that. So, as far as the techie goes, he's got 5 heavy weapons, most of them bolters, and ones I like. Bolter rifle's nice, auto bolter, heavy auto. The Oculus one I really like too, and they kept the plasma launcher. No flamethrower for whatever reason. I don't know if there's a lore reason behind it or not. As for sidearms, regular and heavy, plasma pistol, laser pistol, and the Melta pistol, yeah, that fits. Yeah, so it's like 5 and 5 for whatever reason. And then we get to the melee, so combat knife, again, why is there 2? We don't need 2. Could have given us 1 for the axe. Regular axe is there. Sword is there. And of course, the halberd which looks very nice, I will admit. I'm a little iffy with the whole gear-shaped axe head, but it's cool. It's interesting. But it does leave me wondering why no chain axe. Again, I don't know if there's a lore reason behind why it's not there, but I would think of all Marine classes that would want to have chain-based weaponry, it would be this guy. So, that's nice. As for the armor set, I had to actually go and mod it myself to red and blue like it's supposed to, because for whatever reason it wasn't. It was in default McCrag blue, even though it continuously was marketed with the Mechanicus Mephiston red with the blue pauldron. As for the armor itself, I'm a little bit disappointed because there's like, in general, 4 or 5 different armor pieces. Here they are right there. The helmets are fine, I guess, but everything else, yeah, it's just 4 gauntlets, 4 pauldrons. There's not even a Death Watch pauldron like the others for some reason, and I don't understand. A lot of people that have already given their 2 cents on the update have all commented that even though the Tech Marine is fun and he's cool, the update in general feels very undercooked because there's like shit that you'd think would be there that is mysteriously not there. Not much, and there's no new acolytes outside of some Twitch drop, which I don't know if I'm going to even bother with because I don't have a pros account. I don't even know if I want one for Saber because, well, I hate having to sign it up for more websites that I'm never going to use, much like how I had to do that years ago for Mass Effect 2 when they were giving out, back when DLC was rearing its ugly head. You had to go and redeem codes there. I used that site for a while for funsies until eventually I got bored. Then they want you to do it again with Doom Eternal, and I never once went on the actual Bethesda id website at all. In fact, outside of the one time I played the game and its expansions, and I tried to play Eternal one other time. I quit like halfway through. The game just did not... I had more fun with Doom 2016 than I ever did Eternal, but that's another story. So that being said, I'm a little bit miffed with the lack of more accolade skins. Some mysteriously left out armor parts that you'd think would be there, especially on account of what was there. So I hear the gameplay for the techie is great, but I do hear that the rewards offered are minimum. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that this was a problem even with the main campaign, where you have like 4 armor slots for Lieutenant Titus. Well, he's captain again now, as far as I know in the greater fiction, but basically there's like 4 blank slots, one of which is the pre-order DLC for the Crux Terminatus, and it's like, why is there no other armor sets for Titus? What's the point? If you didn't give him any, why does he even have empty slots there to begin with? So yeah, as much as I really love the game, I do feel like somebody or several somebodies in Saber completely went halfway, half-measured with all the unlocks first, and just did not finish the job. And it's very annoying, and I fear they'll repeat that problem with Space Marine 3 whenever that game comes around. So I hope they learned their lesson, but I will say I have had way more fun going through this game than I have done with Monster Hunter Wilds. I mean, SM2 has its flaws, but it's just all around a more fun and more rewarding game than Wilds has ever been within the last year, and I'll stand by that. Wilds is just, yeah, I don't really like it. That being said, let's go ahead and test what the Donatello Marine is all about. Cleanse the area with the servo gun and wiping out the swarm. Complete in 40 seconds. So servo gun is his big ability. Oh.
Xenos Alpha Base Direct servo gun is fully operational.
Like a friggin' Dr. Octopus Marine. So I do like his style. Like, imagine Donatello and Dr. Octopus fused into one. That's what he reminds me of. So, Rite of Purging, Iron Sentinel, fend it with a Sentry Turret. So that's the other big thing he has. So, Servo Gun.
Activating Tarantula Sentry Gun.
Oh, plasma.
Large Tyranid gun strike ready to deploy. Repurposing battlefield sentry. Destroyed. Restoring sentry to battle-ready status.
Okay, so 2 out of 3 is not bad. So, the sentry gun on his shoulder is his built-in ability, and they added turrets in levels where you can activate them, and they become like a little environmental thing you can do. Okay. Defensive protocol, activate both the sentry turrets to annihilate the Tyranids. Kill 6 with servo, kill 25 with the tarantula.
This tarantula is still battle-worthy.
He doesn't seem to use his tentacle arm a lot for anything.
Servo harness gun available. Activating tarantula sentry gun. Servo gun strike in progress. Servo gun is fully operational. Let the servo gun do its job. Formidable Tyranid organism terminal.
I have a feeling that much like with Bulwark, I have a feeling Tech Marine will actually be very good in Horde mode, or Siege mode, whatever you call it. Because of all the defensive stuff he has going for him. I almost beat Siege mode with the Bulwark until the game crashed literally on like the last 2 rounds and I couldn't do it, and by that point it was late at night and I was just like, fuck this. I got robbed. So hold on a minute. Let me share the link to Twitter. Hold on a second. And from what I understand, the name of the Tech Marine is named Tellurian. which I like it. Sounds cool. I like the name. I also hear that outside of the new level, he seems to not have a lot of in-stage voice lines. Like, he talks to the squad mates, but he doesn't really have anything to say when it comes to the main objective levels themselves, which I don't really like the sound of that. I can only assume the reason why is because either A, Saber slacked off and did not do everything they should have done, or B, well, Tellurian never showed up with the other 6 Thalassa and Viridian Ultramarines, so I can only assume they didn't make any lines. That's the only other thing I can assume, is they didn't make any lines because in canon maybe he wasn't supposed to be there. And so adding the techie this late in the game was like, yeah, he is only now technically relevant story-wise, so now he has stuff to say, whereas in the other levels he didn't because, well, he technically wasn't there. Those are the only 2 reasons I can think of as to why he wouldn't be saying any mission-related shit, but I don't know. Either way, I have not leveled him up. I've not done any of the any missions with him. It looks like they reset the weekly stratagem because there was one there before taking place at the ballistic train level, but now it's termination instead. So I don't know. Fuck it. It's points anyway. It's free points anyway. Wait, I logged out by accident. So I've not touched anything beyond the trial stuff just now. This is the first time use of him, so we're going in largely blind as far as I can tell, and we got a new mission. I don't know if this is the last operation. I have a feeling there may be more updates down the line for other skins and shit, but as far as operations goes, honestly, I think there's only so much one can do with this game until you run out of material. So if they choose to end the side story for operations with 12 missions with disruption, I'm okay with that because there's a hell of a lot of missions as is already, and honestly, I think there's only so much material you can come up with until it's stale. So I'd rather Saber spent their valuable time sink into Space Marine 3 and not end up using any ideas that would be best served there. And speaking of ideas I would like to see, I would love for a Death Watch spin-off game a la Halo Reach with a bit of a Mass Effect 2 thing going on. You go around, you go purge Xenos with your custom Astartes, you come up with what chapter he comes from, customize the absolute hell out of him. I mean, you already have the basics figured out with the different classes and the armor parts, so I would love that personally. In fact, we almost got it with Dark Millennium, which was originally going to be an online MMO game. Then Vigil Games couldn't do it, and they tried to make it into a single-player game until, well, THQ went out of business, original THQ, then Vigil went along with them, and Dark Millennium basically got shuttered. So who knows if that game will ever get resurrected, or if a different game takes its place. Like a Death Watch themed Space Marine game with this gameplay and feature set, I'd love that if they do it right. That's my dream 40K game right there. Anyway, set to substantial, turn the bots on so that way I'm not alone by accident like what happened last time at Reclamation. So it's supposed to be a Tyranid and Thousand Suns combo wombo, so let's see how that goes. So from what I hear, there's a lot of good, but there's also a lot of bad with this update, and I've already explained what I've heard and also shown what I have seen as of yesterday. And I wanted to do the update yesterday, but my old man had a medical emergency and I couldn't do it, so priorities. So let's go see what we got going.
Reinforce the desperate Cadian defense on Avarax. Prevent the Thousand Sons from completing a ritual at the Ecclesiarch Cathedral. It sounds like a retread of the third operations mission, to be honest. But at night, rendezvous with the Redemptor Dreadnought Voltus. Ooh, we're seeing him again, are we? Defend the district from Tyranid incursion and secure the cathedral. Okay, so we're seeing Voltus again, everyone's favorite Redemptor Dreadnought. Mr. He's basically Chris Redfield, except he throws the boulder, not punch it.
A company of Cadian infantry mobilized against the Thousand Sons on Avarax. However, our forces never reached their objective at the Ecclesiarchy Cathedral. Reports suggest they are overwhelmed by the Tyranid swarm. Rally the Cadian forces, repel the Tyranids, then disrupt the Thousand Sons' plans at the Cathedral. Seek out Major Kivar of the 22nd Company on the battlefield. Repel the Xenos. Eradicate the traitor forces.
Your command is our solemn duty, Captain.
You know, even though Coruscant is technically more covered in buildings than most hive cities that I understand, still a pretty intimidating and daunting image seeing that giant Gothic monstrosity going up into the stratosphere. Ugh. I'm almost done leveling up this version of the bolter rifle, so I'm gonna main it before I switch to the heavy gun. Okay, where are we going? And there's no data slates.
This swarm is consuming our position. We cannot hold the cathedral.
Who addresses the warriors of the Adeptus Astartes? Identify yourself.
Ultramarines, praise the Emperor. The Xenos were on us so fast. They tore right through us.
We need to speak with Major Kivar.
The Xenos got him. Major Kivar is gone. He transferred command to me. I am Commander Hotel, 22nd Company. It is my duty to secure the Cathedral Gate Station as our fallback point.
Hold your position, Commander. Fire support is inbound. Replenishing ordnance.
Here we go.
For the Emperor. For the Omnicide. Invasive Xenos spotted. Tangle and destroy detected. Monstrous Xenos eradicated.
Ow. Right, I have the base axe, so I can't do fast parries like I prefer doing, so I gotta be careful. Must be the governor of this planet, I guess. That statue. There's a turret. I will give Saber this amount of credit. They sure know how to add detail to the levels. Bodies everywhere.
Operational status. Munitions replenished.
Restorative stem. Restores contested health, and it's only 2. Yeah, that's one of my other main issues with the gameplay. I don't like how it's just 2 stims. Uh-oh. Why 2 instead of 3? I have no idea. Just doesn't make any sense to me.
Rearming walking.
Say there's a Carnifex, but must be further away. Probably fighting chaos. Yep, right over there. Okie dokie then.
For the Emperor, fully on this side.
Not as shouty as I would like for that battle call, but whatever.
Awaken the warriors within you, Cadia.
Inserting fresh magazines. Carnifex detected. Ready to shoot once. Server gun engaged.
Uh. Okay, so it does not restore health the normal way. It just restarts the line.
Formidable heretic warriors suppressed. Gunstrike ready to deploy. Xenos organic matter rots under our boot heels.
Same animation, but it's still a goodie. I can't complain too much. Exterminate the traitors!
That accursed Terminator is a mockery to the Orc side. You desecrated your power, heretic. Replenishing. Servo gun is fully operational.
It's a little silly to have that yellow targeter appearing all the time, but I will say it is kind of useful to find them when they're behind fog. The targets, I mean. So it's like, okay. Kind of like how you end up with that little targeter for the grappling hook for Vanguard. Here, it's kind of like the same. Like, okay, I may not see you, but I know you're there. So I'll fire accordingly, so I guess that fits.
Understood.
Grenade.
Refreshing armaments. Obstacle removed.
That is cool. They definitely do the visuals justice here.
Arming up.
An area blast.
Tyranid organism terminated. Rearming war. The Acadian rally point is ahead. Fight through.
He doesn't seem to do anything with the Dr. Octopus tentacle on his flank, I noticed. Unless I just haven't picked up on it yet.
How is it you always manage to charge in right when I'm drawing a bead? I get a feed directly from your target. I shall have a word with the armory master then.
Nothing else around here? Nope. Just getting a feel for the level so that way I know where stuff is on future playthroughs. Okay, I'm going up, right? Barricaded downstairs. More body barricades.
Activating Tarantula sentry gun. Swapping out magazine. The
Guardian
Omniscience
relic.
gifts are sometimes unfamiliar.
That should be helpful. Assuming I fumble.
Repurposing battlefield sentry.
No, not the Cadians.
Automatic weaponry engaged. Xenos organisms incoming. Check your war gear.
Okay. Odd. Nothing here.
Servo harness gun available. My servo harness gun will handle this. This tarantula is still battle-worthy. freshen up restoring centuries of battle status. Large Tyranid organism destroyed.
Charge them. Tank Marine is fun. I like him. I'm not happy about the gimped armor sets, but and the apparent lack of dialogue, and if it's true for the other missions, but he looks cool. I like his gimmick. Turrets, servo, guns. Okay, I feel I may have fully leveled up the Ophelian Liberation, so I'm gonna go try out the Deathwatch gun. Which, yep, looks cool. I would like a flamethrower combi bolter or something. Certainly would make more sense than just a freaking combat knife. Why do they do that? I have no idea. We already had a knife. Why not a freaking Oculus combi weapon with a flamethrower attachment or a plasma gun? You know. Don't care for the melee charge weapon. Only used it maybe a handful of times, didn't care for it. Giant Mechanicus generator. Lehman Russ tanks and guardsmen. There's nothing else around here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think I have a feeling there might have been an there might be an objective here at some point, but I don't know. The operations levels are random in that regard.
Honored Ultramarines, this is Commander Otel. We are surrounded and outmanned. We're in urgent need of your assistance.
That is why we have come.
That is welcome news. The cathedral gates must be shut if we're to hold on to this sector. Defend the generator units until we have enough power to close the gates. They cannot be allowed to fail.
Defense of the generator will be our sole aim. Replenishing ordnance.
Cool. The old generator from the gargoyle defense. We haven't seen this in a while. It's like the first mission all over again.
generators. Generators at feet are taking damage. Power reservoir at 50% capacity. Power reservoir at 75% capacity. Tyranids are swarming the generators near the gates. Inserting flash magazines. Let the Sunder Gun do its job.
Cool.
The base destroyed.
I only need a sliver more. Gates are shutting.
Close the bloody gates.
I heard tales of the prowess of the Ultramarines. Never expected to see it with my own eyes. Maintain defensive fire, soldiers, and beware our flanks. Viridian, I have deployed a Redemptor Dreadnought in your vicinity. Let the infantry defend the stronghold. Rendezvous with the Dreadnought and drive the Thousand Sons out of the Ecclesiarchy Cathedral. This is the best chance we can give the Cadians to control this sector.
That was cool. It was like a. It feels like a nice repeat of early missions and even some from the campaign kind of molded together. So it's not technically new, tactically speaking, but it is nice in its own way. I like that we get to have another stand with the guard segment. There weren't really enough of those in the operations missions. Plenty in the campaign, but not so much here. So it's nice. A whole 300 last stand with Lehman Roos tanks and everything. And I noticed that you can't aim with you can't zoom in with the grenade. Yeah, you can. But because, well, it's not reserved for it.
Replenishing ordnance.
Okay, I'll go for the gene seed. I'll risk it. Poor guys. You gotta respect the guard. They have to put up with fighting horrors beyond human comprehension. Come on, Scipio,
Rally on secure
Scipius, Decimus.
locus. Ready to advance.
So we held off the Tyranids, and now it's chaos again. Uh-oh.
Plotting convergence trajectories.
So-
Every last thousand sons cur in that church. I am registered registering a strong psionic emanation from the Ecclesiarchy complex.
Ugh.
What's your current position, Brother Votus?
I am here. Some chasm stands between us.
Sanctuary all over again. One of the worst missions in the game. Yeah. I mean, Sanctuary is fine, but trying to play that level on harder difficulties, tedium. There's Voltus, our old buddy.
My augurs indicating ally presence. My own mates, brothers. I will commend you to your regiment's high command. You and your soldiers forthwith. Waste no time, brothers. All killing awaits us. Hallowed brother, how fares your approach to the cathedral? Venerable Voltus, it is good to see you on the battlefield. Traversal may proceed.
Uh-oh.
Zoanthrope spotted.
They won't be around for long.
Xenos, our foes call upon their reserve forces. This tarantula is still battle-worthy. Reloading. The heretics are activating tarantula sentry.
Uh-oh.
Servo gun is fully operational.
Halber's a little weird.
Servo gun engaged. Formidable Tyranid organisms.
Okay, it's a charge. Hold it down and you run right into them like Gears of War 3.
Injecting stim. We interrupted the Hellspawn's critical functions. This creature is no match for the
He grabs the spear like General and twirls it like General Grievous. Cool. And just makes mincemeat of them.
repurposing battlefield sentry. Gunstrike ready to the rock. Our efforts stalled the thousand soldier parts. I can restore this sentry to operational status. Inserting fresh magazines.
Crud. I'm out of health packs. That was cool. He grabbed the dude with the spear and just mulched him. like those snowplow engines, train engines with the propeller on the front. Nothing here? Boo. Train station.
Cycling cartridges. Must eradicate that hellspawn. Rearming walking. Silence the enemies. Large turret organism destroyed. Heretic commander eliminated.
Florian, you recalibrated my rifle.
Does it not function properly?
I did not think it could shoot any more true, but it does.
No need to thank me, brother.
Okay. Going there, we're going here, going everywhere. I see you.
Monster seals eradicated.
Anything else around here? Going there. Anything else around here? Probably not. I am in very bad
How many
need of
rounds
health
has the
packs.
rifle fired?
43,009.
Your rifle remembers each and every shot, Skippies.
As do I.
You both are weapons blessed with clarity of purpose.
I do like his voice. I think his shout is weak sauce, but overall, I like how he sounds.
Refreshing armaments.
No health.
Replenishing ordnance.
I need health. Bodies, bodies, more bodies. So much death.
Ready to advance.
Nothing. Nope, nothing. No health. Is what it is. Just gotta play competently.
Rocket removal complete. These corrupted wretches cannot withstand my might. Our hallowed brother is a finely calibrated war machine. Munitions replenished.
What the? Fuck off. You little shits. Oh shit. Oh. Away with you.
Heretic activity quelled. Spec weaponry for functionality. This tarantula is still
battle-worthy. Steven Donow says, "Hello, how are you enjoying the new patch?" I am enjoying the new level and the new Astartes. I like them a lot. Although I'm a little bit miffed over how little armor variety unlocks he has. Doesn't even have a Deathwatch pauldron. And I hear from the grapevine that Tellurian doesn't have as many mission-related dialogue elsewhere outside of the new level, so I am liking what I am playing. But I have heard a good amount of flaws, too. But hey, it's a nice new Avarax level with both Chaos and Tyranids, so I am having fun in that regard. Plus, I think the class is. Nope. Not playing with you Frisbee boys. Go away. Every time, I can never get that attack. You know what? When in doubt, throw a Kraken at him. Uh-oh. I like the new Deathwatch Heavy Bolter with the grenade. Although I didn't really see, and of course it was nice that he came with a halberd heroic weapon too, but I don't understand what the point was of having another combat knife when other weapons haven't gotten their honorific version yet. So that's the other thing.
No turning back. Understood.
I have no health packs whatsoever, so I gotta be careful.
Obstacle removed.
Ooh. He just chucked the spear. He just chucked them away with his spear.
The Redemptor Dreadnought is taking fire. Incapacitating damage. Brother Mortis requires time to recalibrate.
The game is stuttering. Shit. Ah! Damn it. So much for the extra XP. But there's no health anywhere. I've not seen any more health packs. So I can't do anything about it. Yeah, it's all I find is armor and ammo. I don't see any health anywhere. Freaking ridiculous. I mean, it's substantial. It's not supposed to be that. So the fact that I can't heal myself is annoying. Now I find frigging health. Unfortunately, it's not the great kind.
Counterfire protocols complete. Formidable heretic warriors rest. There's nothing standing my way. Arcane trickery wilts in the face of our armory's mightiest champions.
Experience so far is that new operation on my Xbox keeps crashing all the time. I have heard that there is a very, very awful bug that has been affecting everyone, and it is funny enough. It's with this part of the game of the level with Voltus, where it starts stuttering and crashing. So far, it hasn't crashed for me, but the stutter is definitely not acceptable. Okay, if I recall correctly, wasn't there an XP charge, not XP, a revival one around here, and I passed it because I thought I wouldn't need it. Turns out I did. There it is. Well, I lost the extra XP, so Holy Relic it is. Okay, Notre Dame is right over there. We gotta go make like Mr. Clean on the unclean. I don't see anything else around here. damn, this place is bigger than I thought it would. So much was happening on screen, I couldn't tell where anything was, and the screen carry and the game stuttering didn't help either.
Restoring sentry to battle-ready status.
You know what? I apparently am getting points for the turrets. I might as well do it. They want us to go on the bridge, but what's over here? Keeping stock of the environment, so that way I know where anything is upon replay playthroughs. So, okay.
Commendable marksmanship, honored brother.
Ultramarines, praise the Emperor!
Unknown box communicator. Identify yourself.
This is Archdeacon Zonir. I am hidden inside the cathedral. Heretics stormed this sanctum and slaughtered my garrison of Cadians for their dark rituals. The Cadian troops left behind heavy explosives. Alas, I never got to use them against the archenemy.
Traitor leader terminate. Inserting fresh magazines.
Baltus has gotten himself two hell drakes over the course of this campaign, I will say. Hold on a sec. Sorry, that was my sister. She's gonna go make a quick grocery run. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot one more thing. Okay, I'm back. Just have to make one little correction. Hold on a second. My life. Okay, speech is still going. I'm good. Okay, another beacon that we gotta get rid of.
Viridian, gather the explosive charges and place them. Traitors to Viridian. I will destroy any heretic who dares face me. Charging. Shoot them.
Charges again, eh? Ah.
Demolition charge in hand.
Just like with the Hive Tyrant level. Decapitation.
Charge has been set.
I know, Acaran.
Place them to bring the whole structure down on the wall rift. Tango specimen rendered inactive. Heretic commander eliminated. Rearming warheads. Set the explosives to ensure proper destruction. Gunstriker ready to deploy. Its maliciousness is hinted.
They just keep coming because of the friggin' portal. Blow the sucker up.
Cast this desecrated sanctorium down. Bury these heretics, so they never see starlight again.
Trigger the charges and advance to the egress point before the cathedral falls. Priest, follow in my wake, and you'll survive this day.
I am grateful for your offer, Ancient One. But my place is here. I will speak prayers of consecration over the cathedral's final moments.
The priest will perish at her turn. Rearming walking. Automatic weapon re-engaged.
So she's going down with the building.
Hold this position, and do not let any heretics escape the blast.
Wait, Terminus, as in a hell brute? It's all the way over there, I think.
The heretics are everywhere.
Traitors and heretics crumble under our onslaught. Stall the traitors' attack. The demolition charges will do the rest. Disruption successful. Viridian, return to the Resilient for rearmament and prepare for your next deployment.
If there's a next deployment. Well, no boss fight like what happened with Vortex and Retribution, but still a good one. Just a whole madcap hold off the Horde, both of them, and stop both of them in their tracks. At least there was a Carnifex, so I guess that counts. It sounded like there was a Hellbrute in there, but it seems it perished before it ever made it out of the building. Good level. I like the whole meeting up with the Imperial Guard again, and then teaming up with the Ecclesiarchy. Well, or at least whatever members were left there. No Sisters of Battle or anything, but it works. Makes the universe feel bigger. Sadly, I lost the Gene Seed, but you know what? It's fine. It's not like I'll be able to do this all in a hurry anyway, because, you know, for 20 sets of 25 levels and prestiges. almost there. Come on. If only I had made it with the gene seed, I would have gotten over that. Alrighty then. Pretty lengthy level, I will say. I actually thought it would be shorter. The pacing had me kind of feeling a little weird. Like, is this long? Is it short? I can't tell. Some levels I thought were longer than I thought were long ended up being shorter on repeat playthroughs, like Reclamation. Then you have other levels where you think are short but are actually much longer on harder difficulty, like Sanctuary or Reliquary or whatever the heck it's called. I want to say it's Reliquary. Okay, so what are the perks? I know there is a perk that switches the gun on the servo on the shoulder from bolter to plasma. So, explosive enfilade. It would be nice if there was a flamethrower, kind of like in Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal was like, meh, to me. Increases by 15 for damage. Servo gun targets single dangerous enemies and fires powerful precision shots, so it turns into a sniper weapon, kind of. Plasma projectiles at enemies. Okay, so bolter here, plasma down here. Damage from a charged melee increases by 20. What else is there? Perfect parry bonus. Damage from equipment. What else is there? Tarantula gun buff. Additional armor segment when using a medical stim, so that's nice. Sounds like something that you'd think would go with the apothecary or a chaplain, but whatever. Additional equipment except for melt-a-bomb. What? Come on. You gave everyone else an additional round. You might as well do it for the meltas. Come on. What sense is that? More damage for designated target. Salvo. Do not lose control while taking heavy hits. That one sounds nice. Recharge rate increases by 25% when you are near a tarantula sentry. I mean, the sentries are all over the place, but honestly, I'm liking Salvo more because then I don't get knocked around as much. Recharge with ammunition feed. Tarantula gun increase. Restores equipment charge with a servo gun. Melee. Restores armor with fortifying salvo. Focuses on Majoris enemies primarily for strategic strike. Decapitating stratagem. Servo gun marks a zone and automatically attacks enemies that enter it using 50% less energy per shot. So it's lethal perimeter. It sounds like the Auspex ability from the regular Marine. What was it called? The tactical. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Servo gun sets enemies on fire. Omniscience Fury. So it's not technically a flamethrower, but it's a flame round. An incendiary round. It's better than nothing, I guess. So, yeah, I'm feeling it for Omniscience Fury. A shame that it is the last signature perk down there. Especially if you're going to do prestige, like I inevitably will. Well, it's going to be like, well, savor it until you've done all 4 of them, I guess. So, if only I didn't lose the gene seed, I could have gone to level 5. Ah, well, it is what it is. So, what did... I know I unlocked the helmet, right? Not much. It's just a lowly little bronze skull on the forehead. Nothing, not much. Also weird how all the helmets are unlocked, but everything else for the body, nope. Nothing. I don't know why they did that. Like, all you have is just the main 4 here, but there's the Tyrannid war veteran armor. Nope, can't wear it. Can with everybody else, but for some reason you can't with him. Mind you, I get it. He's a tech marine. He's much more specialized with the Adeptus Mechanica stuff, so maybe that's why. I don't know. It all feels kind of it feels weirdly half-baked, is what I'm saying. Like, they could have added a couple more things, but they just did the absolute bare minimum, and I don't really like that. It just feels like they went a little too lazy, especially since, this game has been out for well over a year, perhaps 2 years, if that. And 2 years, 1 year, however long it's been in a year and 3 months, 2 years and 3 months, I don't know. I forget when it came out. But yeah, it just feels like all this time for one class, and they only did the bare minimum. So, on one hand, I like that we have him, Solarian over here, but I wish they did more with regards to what they gave out, because it's like, really? This is it? This is like the bare minimum of what everybody else has. I honestly don't understand the point of the voice packs, to be honest. Then again, I largely stick to the Ultramarine stuff because that's the canon, so I don't really bother with it anyway. Okay, so Omniscion X, which means I will probably be able to do more than I would have previously. Fencing or balanced. I'll start with balanced. I do like how it looks like a freaking halberd and a wrench on some of these. Like this one and this one. Like, it's like a freaking garage tool with a spear and axe on it. Freaking heavy metal is like putting it lightly. This one has a regular axe blade. Does not have a spear tip, though. Kind of makes you wonder why. So, little freaking wrenches right there. You gotta give it to 40K. It's like, a lot of the design acumen feels like something out of a heavy metal album of a sort. So what tree do I want to go with? Melee increase, attack speed increase, killing a foe with Omniscient Strike restores 1. Honestly, I don't even think that's worth it. Cleaving Strike seems more worth it. I think I like the second tree more. It just seems more useful. So I'll go with that. As for this, already leveled that up completely, so might as well level this one completely. What do we got here? Yeah, rampages. Nah, it's one of those kill so-and-so in so-and-so seconds, but I don't give a shit. I just want the more ammunition. At the end of the day, and it's right there, so it's in the works. Well, I tested out the heavy Death Watch rifle, and I liked it. We got 2 knives, but we couldn't get a classified Oculus rifle. Come on, why the double knife? Everything else is missing a weapon. Why not those? Makes no freaking sense. No sense at all. Well, or hell, even the regular auto bolt rifle, there's nothing there for it. So, what gives? Leveled that one up, leveled all those up. Don't know what the oh, grenade launcher. That's what it is. Yeah, sure. Got Falamore grenade. You know what? I'll give the beta over here to that one and be done with it. Okay, so overall, I like the Tech Marine. I like his gimmicks with the turrets. And his servo arm is a nice execution animation thing. I don't know if they had anything going on with the tentacle arm at one point, but it doesn't seem to really do anything. It's just kind of hanging there on the screen, taking up space. I don't know. I like the overall Mechanicus aesthetic, but I wish there was more armor options, especially the ones that I unlocked for everyone else. And apparently, for whatever reason, some of the bonding stud armor pieces, so I don't know. So overall, I think patch 12 is a mixed bag. I think it came out way too late to honestly mean much in the long run. I like the new level all the same. Another Chaos and Tyrannid mishmash level. So that was fun. I liked fighting with Voltus and the Cadians. So if this is supposed to be like the last operation level, I don't think there's any better route you could end on, to be honest. Also, I hear that Tellurian does not have any other mission-specific lines like he does in that level in all the other levels. I don't know if it was a time thing or if it was a canon thing or what. I have no idea. But so overall, I would say patch 12 is a mixed bag, both from what I've played and from what I've heard. I like the new class. I like the new level. I like the new what I see with 2 of the new classified weapons, but that inexcusable screen tear at one moment the bare minimum lackadaisical effort with other armor and accolades, and the second knife that would have been better served for another weapon for as far as the relic weapons go. Yeah, this is not a perfect or even, I would say, great update. It's honestly mixed. Some good things, but a lot of not so good things at the same time. So I have mixed feelings about it. I don't think the wait was that worth it, to be honest. Just too many misses, off balancing the hits. Well, would you look at that? I already finished most of the new side bonuses. Some of these are ridiculous. Like, as an assault, perform a perfect dodge as you jump pack. It's like, that's a 1 in 100 thing you're ever going to do in the game, assuming you even remember. As a tech marine, kill 5 or more enemies with a single frag grenade. Okay, that one should technically be easy, but somehow I didn't realize I only did it once. I thought I did it more times, but hey, new level, in the heat of the moment, can't pay attention to everything, so I'll definitely... That's a pretty mundane ordeal, honestly. 5 or more enemies with a grenade. You could do that with just about any other class, so what's so special about this one? Kill extremist enemies with a servo gun. Easy. It's easy freaking peasy. That was nothing. As a tech marine, activate sentry turrets. Max that one out. So both of these two, I basically maxed out almost immediately. It was so freaking easy. As a tech marine, kill enemies with sentry turrets. Okay, so this one is technically easy, but I do expect I'm definitely going to finish this one within like 2 or 3, at least 2 to 3 operations missions. I can already imagine it happening. So I also think he might be viable for Siege, because he has the turrets, he's got the servos and all that. I personally think Bulwark is my personal favorite as far as defense-based classes go, because you could just set up the barrier and the electric shock grenades and then just parry all the enemies that come your way and execute them one by one. So the Tech Marine is basically in a similar class, except with turrets and firepower, as opposed to hiding under a standard and parrying all day. So, but overall, I liked what I saw and what I played with, and that was just at the bare minimum as far as the perks go. So I do wonder how much more effective he'll be once I've maxed him out even further, give or take a couple of prestiges. I'm still pissed that I did it off screen because I didn't think it was worth streaming, to be honest, at least not now. I almost beat Siege mode on normal mode. I had 2 levels left, and, well, for some reason, the game crashed. The mission went to a mission failure screen, like I did something wrong, even though I still had life left. I mean, I was overwhelmed, but I was getting away. I didn't see any objectives that looked like they were about to fail or anything. And then the game over screen happens, and then the game crashed on my PS5. Honest to God goodness, I really do think that Siege mode, while it is fun, I think Saber greatly overestimated how many enemies the game can handle in one place. Kind of like how in the old 360 version of Ninja Gaiden 2, the good version of Ninja Gaiden 2, there's that famous stairwell where they spawn so many black spider ninjas on this stairway area, and there's so many more than the Unreal Engine 3 could handle, to the point that the game slowed into a slow-mo crawl. Kind of like, you're not doing it, it's just the game slowing down because there's too many enemies for it to process. Whereas over here, it's not supposed to do that, and in fact, it just starts making the game go into a stutter. So instead of a Zack Snyder 300 Max Payne slow-mo with blood and brain matter flying everywhere, instead it's going at like a stutter, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, because everything is going in like in a slideshow presentation. So they definitely need to fix that for both the new level and Siege. And honestly, I think for Siege they need to lower the enemy count, because there's way too many than the game can handle in a way that is fun and makes any sense, because the game starts to stutter and you can't do anything, and then worse comes to worse, you either die and you have to start all over again, or you crash, and then you really have to start all over again. So yeah, overall, those are more like a combination of criticisms, both new and also ones that have bugged me for a while. And of course, speaking of unlocks, I mentioned already Captain Titus. He still does not have... Well, yeah, he's Captain again, in hindsight. So anyway, yeah, only one little bonus armor, the Crux Terminatus, and it's just a pauldron for him. So it's like, it almost feels like there was way more content planned that just kind of got forgotten about in the game. I still love it. Honestly, I do think I've gotten way more mileage out of Space Marine 2 than I ever did with Monster Hunter Wilds. It's like, an update comes for Wilds, I do it, and then I never touch it again. Whereas here, I actually feel like I have a reason to keep coming back for Space Marine 2, and I've not had that feeling since Monster Hunter World, believe it or not. I know, different game, but there's that whole reward loop, if you get what I mean. Wilds is just... It's just... All it has going for it is pretty graphics, and that's it. The reward loop is just awful. Worse than World ever was. At least with World, you had the double sets of armor with different looks for them. Copy-paste weapon problem aside. Then you get to Wilds, where they just toss that problem onto the armors, and it's like, why did you even bother having alpha and betas anyway? When all you did was just plaster the same ones over onto each other with a minor little paint job difference. It doesn't matter. So I'm kind of like, is there, after Gogmazios, an arch-tempered Archvelp, it's like, does it even matter anymore with that game? I don't think so. At least with Space Marine 2, despite its warts, I keep finding more reasons to come back because of all the armors and stuff. It's like, I feel like I actually have a goal set, you know what I mean? So, that aside, oh, that's right, I still need to go back on Wilds, because there was that whole Gormagala quest with Nadia that I never finished because I didn't have time to finish it, so I gotta do that. You know, I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow after work, or maybe Sunday. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's not like it's going anywhere. So, overall, Tech Marine, I like him. Although I'm not happy with the bare minimum with regards to unlocks. Not as... I like the 2 out of the 3 new honorary weapons they gave him. I like the new mission, tech problems aside. So overall, while it is still a very flawed game, it is still a rewarding game. Hell, even Space Marine 1 had its flaws, like not being able to put a helmet on Titus. Which is something I hear they addressed in the new version they put out. So maybe I'll play that at some point when I feel I can. What did they call it? The War Chest Edition? War Mastered Edition? I can't remember. But it begs for a physical release to go along with 2. I still have my old 360 copy of Space Marine 1. Wonder if I could stream it off of my X-Bone that I have and have barely used. I only have like 3 games for that thing because Xbox has nothing, and now they have less than nothing. And every time we want them to do something, we want them to go back to not doing anything. Isn't that a real conundrum? Anyway, that'll do it for this part of Space Marine 2. I have no idea if there's going to be more stuff added to the game, especially as far as operations go. I don't doubt that there will be more skins and honorifics and accolades and such. But if they don't do any more operations for the game, I'm perfectly content with it. I think 12 is good enough, all things considered. I don't know what else they could honestly do at this point, as far as anything story-related goes. I know some people were kind of begging for an expansion, but honestly, I think it'd be wise just to let Saber focus all their time on 3, and let that be where all the new stuff, story-wise, gets focused on, and hope to God and the Emperor that they learn from some mistakes, because they definitely did improve on a lot of things that were flawed with the first game, but there are still some things that they did screw up themselves on that I hope they improve on. And also, I still really, 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 really want a Deathwatch spin-off game. That is something I would really like. But anyway, as far as the story stuff is concerned, that was Disruption. I liked it. I'll definitely will be playing and leveling up Techie Boy off screen, as well as the ones that I haven't fully leveled up yet. As far as the YouTube stuff goes, unless more story stuff comes out, which I doubt, I don't think there's much that I can even do at this point for the playthrough proper. So, assuming nothing else happens, this may be the last one. If I do plan to stream any more of this game in any discernible respect, it might be through Twitch, and I have not touched my Twitch channel ever since I tested it out with a playthrough of Ace Combat 7 on that one, which was technically a repeat playthrough since I already played it initially on my YouTube channel. So maybe I'll do side streams on Twitch on the side eventually if I feel like it. Maybe. I'm juggling enough on my plate as is, but it is a possibility and I will consider it. So overall, I think I'm good. I'll be farming for Tellurian on my off time. Thank y'all for watching who did. Thank you, Mr. Steven, for dropping by. Hope you're having fun with the game too, although it seems a lot of people definitely have both, are having fun, but also have their problems with the game too, a lot of which I've already yapped about. So I'm gonna go check on my dinner, and when I come back, I will likely either do dates for Zenla Zone Zero again, or I will most likely continue where I left off with Monster Hunter Wilds with the Nadia quest. So that's basically it here in Space Marine 2. I'll be back later with everything else in due time. So, well, not much to say. Take it away, Tellurian.
For the Emperor, for the Omnicide.
Indeed. So, good night, everyone. Like, share, subscribe, or whatever. Do whatever the YouTube stuff demands. If you feel, no pressure. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.